Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we did the title deed sequence and we learned about the lore and history of Termina and also the Skull Kid. And in this episode, we're going to continue on with the Ikana Valley, and we're going to go right inside here and see what kind of place this is here. So it kind of looks creepy. What business have you in Ikana Kingdom? Land where only the dead roam. What? Mario? Is that? Oh my God! It is Mario. Yeah, because yeah, this is sharp. Because you know I had to do the Mario voice because I did the Luigi voice for Flat. This is no place for one as full of life as you. Or do you say that you wish to join the dead? That is fine. If that is the case, then sleep gently to the melody of darkness that the great composer Sharp shall play, and join the ranks of the dead. Oh, I finally meet Mario for the first time, and now he's threatening me? Mario, what happened to you? Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and do something about this right here. So, we're actually not playing the Song of Healing because I guess as you would expect, you play the Song of Healing considering how this game was, and you play it a lot of times. What is this? This a song? Yes, it's a Song of Rain. No, it can't be the song. Oh, mamma mia! Yeah, like if you you can actually try playing the Song of Healing, and he reacts to that, but it doesn't do anything. It's like, too bad. But yeah, it doesn't work on him at all. So since we learned the Song of Storms from Flat, and he tells you to play the song to Sharp, then the last one we got to play. So that's actually basically the hint that we had to do. And so what that's going to do, well, actually, speaking of Mario, if you once the music starts playing, you'll hear a very rather familiar tune. So yeah, this song. The song is called Farewell to Gibdos. Like, you see all the Gibdos that's surrounding the music boxes right here? And you see how similar this sounds? So the music that's playing right now, it sounds very much like the Boo's Merry-Go-Round theme in Super Mario 64. And so it's funny, too, because, like, you know, since both the tracks are they're both composed by the very same guy, Koji Kondo, so that could definitely explain the similarities right here. So it's a nice little Easter right here, but maybe that might be intention though, because you know you're in a haunted area like Ikana Valley, where you know it's filled with ghosts and the dead or undead, like these Gibdos for instance. And yeah, they're suffering under the effects of the song. Oh, where are my arms? And then they get dragged to the ground. I mean, I kind of see that as them getting, or just like literally getting dragged to hell. So, I mean, that's kind of how I see it as. And there we go. And yeah, once you start going near the house, then that's when the song will continue to play. And you notice how all the skeletons are gone. Flat, my dear brother, forgive your foolish brother who dreamt of the revival of the royal family. Ye who do not fear the dead. With my brother's song, you have broken the curse that was placed upon me. It is all thanks to you. We dead should not be lingering here in this land. It was all a trick of the Master One who had accepted things. If you truly do not fear the dead, I wish for you to go to the temple in this land and sever the root of the evil curse that torments us. To do that, I, the only one who knows the way to the temple, shall direct you to the king. The king is in the ruins of Ikana Castle, awaiting the coming of the one who will break the curse. I have made my final request, so thank you so much for breaking this curse. Yes, you're welcome, Mr. Not Mario. You know, kind of supposed to be based off Mario there. But yeah, you notice all the skeletons have disappeared after you play the Song of Storms. So yeah, you just kind of see how much effect it has here. All right, so we're gonna go over to the music box house now. You'll probably notice something as you get closer to there. So once past me actually jumps off the ledge over there. Any time now would be fine. Okay, there we go. You see there's a little girl that's overlooking this river here. Now, one thing I completely forgot to do, because as you can see here, if you actually get too close, the girl will notice you, and then she'll start running back to the house, and then she'll lock the door again. What you have to do, though, is that once she comes out, and as long as she doesn't see you, you have to go back inside the... you can go back inside the music box house while she's distracted and not looking, because, you know, just getting too close to her. I actually used the blast mask to actually get her attention, because, like, I was trying to see if I could wait for a while, but she wasn't coming out at all, so I had to go for this kind of method. One thing I completely forgot to do, I should have done this in this recording, is that you can actually use a stone mask, and she will not use it, she will not notice you at all. So, yeah, if you want to get inside there, just wear the stone mask, and then, you know, you should be able to get in there, no problem. I completely forgot to do that. It never crossed my mind, and so I kind of went for the longer, more difficult one. So, when we go inside here, we have this one has all the secret. Oh my god, it's a mummy! Oh god, gotta run. Now, we actually can't attack the mummy, though. Like, you know, we actually have to do something about this mummy. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and play the Song of Healing, and yeah, you do not want to attack the mummy, because if you actually unsheath your sword, the girl will actually come in, and she'll throw you out for that, and so you have to do this whole thing all over again. But once we play the Song of Healing, there we go. Father? Father! Pamela! What have I been doing this whole time? You haven't been doing anything. You had a bad dream. You were just having a little nightmare. Pamela. I gotta say, that actually is very much such here. But, other than that, though, we have a new mask for us. We have the Gibdo Mask. This mask was once the hideous face of Pamela's father. This mask looks so real that even a Gibdo would mistake you as one of its own. And yeah, I gotta say, I actually do love this mask for reasons that, well, we're not gonna see it in this episode, though, but we'll definitely see it next episode. But I gotta say, it definitely is heartwarming, especially with the Song of Healing that's playing. You know, just really does warm the heart, because, you know, the little girl's just, you know, finally seeing her father again. We're gonna go back inside the music box house, because I'm just gonna see some things here. What you did for my father, thank you. But you helping us, it's a secret from my father. Whenever anything strange happens, my father immediately starts talking about doing research. And he does all kinds of crazy things, so... Once he calms down a bit, I think I'll try convincing him to quit researching in this dangerous place and go back to town. So, if my father sees you again, I'm sorry. Keep in mind, folks, you don't want to wear the Gibdo mask in front of the girl, because if you do so, she'll get scared and then she'll throw you out. So, yeah, just don't do that. Let's go talk to him right here. Oh, isn't this a fairy? Is this yours, young man? I am the famed academic who researches fairies, ghosts, and similar so-called supernatural phenomena. By the way, the song Farewell to Gibdos, which the music box is now playing, drives away Gibdos. I can't even read properly somehow. I discovered it after many years of researching Gibdos. In regards to ghosts, there isn't another academic who can match my knowledge, so ask me anything you like. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and look at the posters right here to give us some nice little trivia, and, well, I was about to go up the stairs, but I had to say, you know, I'm just going to look at the posters. Are you curious about that picture? That is a mummified man. Its scientific name is Gibdo. A tale in Ikana tells of a treasure that rests at the bottom of the well in the hilltop. It seems the spirits of those who became Gibdos upon entering the well in search of that treasure still linger inside. It's been said going down there is a petrifying experience, so even the mummy hunter may become mummified. And yeah, that's true, though, because they will actually paralyze you if you if they catch you, just like the re-deads. That is the ghost of a ninja. Its scientific name is Garo Robe. They are merely shells that are empty on the inside. They're the shells of spies from an enemy nation sent to investigate Ikana. They have been unable to forget their living days. Even now, their spirits' emptiness, cloaked in darkness, continue to spy. According to rumor, those Garos frequently appear near the ranch at the far side of town. And yeah, that would explain how we got the Garos mask from the Gorman brothers near Romani Ranch. So, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just do a little, show a little trivia here. But yeah, I will say this, so, you know, I gotta say, that's definitely the most fucked up thing that the little girl will ever have to go through, because, like, you know, her father is all completely mummified, and basically lost his free will, and is nothing more than a shambling mummy there. And the girl must have been so traumatized, so stressed out from all that, that she basically had to shove him into the closet, or rather the wardrobe, and like she had to live through all that. Like that poor kid had to go through so much of it, and so, you know, that really is fucked up. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why Ikana Valley is definitely one of the most fucked up areas of Termina, even though Termina itself was already pretty disturbing to begin with. And so, yeah, because it actually makes it all the more satisfying that you heal the soul of Pamela's father, and so now she's having it. That's really got to be a traumatizing experience. You know, because she's still a small child, and you know, I'd be scared too. You know, if I was a kid seeing through all that, I would really be like, you know, emotionally scarred for life. So yeah, that's gotta be stressful. Anyway, so yeah, so once you put on the Gibdo Mask, you can actually talk to the Gibdos right here. And so yeah, it's here.
Leave it! Leave it! Leave me something delicious to chop on. Something that sprouts when it's watered. Preferably 5 of them.
Alright, so what you gotta do here is you basically have to give them certain items. Like, for instance, he asked for the magic beans. So I'll go and show him right here.
Ah, this! I bear you no remorse!
Alright, so basically, yeah, the reason why I didn't turn on the Gibdo Mask when we encountered the Gibdos is that, you know, I actually do at least want to get, you have Tao's bio because, you know, we're not really going to be directly fighting them, though, but I do want to show off Tao's bio at least, just by getting that. And I was going to buy the ice keys, but I'm only going to do that in a little bit, though, because I got attacked in the process and turn back to the regular keys. But yeah, that's why I just want to at least show the bio. So if you don't have the Gibdo Mask on, they will try to chase after you, and they will stun you just with their screams, and then they will try to jump on you, and then they'll leech off your life. So you want to be careful of that. With the Gibdo Mask, then they won't attack you at all. You can actually talk to them. They'll actually be asking for items. Oh yeah, watch out for the wall masters you see here. But they'll be asking you for certain items, and so before you enter the well, you want to make sure you have a certain number of items, and I will put on a list that's on here, as you can see right here. Anyway, so let's look at this guy right here.
Leave me something that makes a blinding flash, preferably 10 of them.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give him the 10 Deku Nuts, as he described right here. But yeah, so we saw on the list I put on there. So yeah, make sure you have at least those items if you want to progress through the Ikana Well, and that way there, because those Gibdos will be asking you for those kind of items. You can actually be able to get those kind of items over in inside of the well, like the Deku Nuts, for instance. But the stuff like the magic beans and I think the fish, if I'm not mistaken, I can't exactly remember. But those you have to get those outside of the well. So you want to make sure you get those first. So I would say to get the magic beans, you have to buy those, or buy a 10 of those from the business scrub in the southern swamp. So that's actually what you have to do. Anyway, so this guy right here, he wants to
leave me 10 refreshing blasts.
And so in this case, we're gonna give him the 10 bombs. I think bombs might be another case. Although, come to think of it though, so keep in mind, guys, that in this video, I don't really fully explore the well there. I actually just go through the ones that are required to progress. And so we're gonna start with the right side here, and this is actually one of those items that is actually required. So I didn't really put this on a list per se though, but I'm only doing this right now though because this actually is one of the required items that you have to go through. So hopefully you guys are following along this video. So you want to go to the right side, and then this is where we encounter the Big Po again. This is actually our second encounter with the Big Po because the first one was over in the underside of one of the graves in the Ikana Graveyard. Well, we already did in that one episode. And so the reason why we're going for this, going after this Big Po first, is because after you defeat him, then he'll leave off his Will o' the Wisp. That from there, so and so you have to catch him with a bottle, and so. You're actually required to have that to have the Po spear inside the bottle because one of the Gibdos will actually ask for that in particular, so you want to make sure to get that too. But yeah, I will say this. So like I said, I absolutely love the Gibdo Mask, and for the reason that because we're gonna be because in this game we actually do encounter the Redeads, but I gotta say though the Redeads are, well, let's just say that they're actually funnier in this one. Because it's funny too. Because in Ocarina of Time, back when I was a kid, I used to be terrified of Redeads, especially since like whenever you become a Duel Link for the first time, and then once you step outside of the Temple of Time, and then you actually bear witness to like the absolute desolate wasteland that the castle town has become, and it's littered with Redeads everywhere. And that was actually at the point after Ganondorf takes over Hyrule, and then he absolutely decimates the entirety of the castle town, and which actually shows. And it's actually one of the most shocking and terrifying moments when when I played Ocarina of Time for the first time. I was playing this as a kid, and I was like, "Whoa, what happened?" I was kind of terrified from that. Just seeing that there. It's definitely one of the most shocking moments that first-time players will actually experience in Ocarina of Time. And you see, like, you know, all the castle inhabitants are gone, and then, you know, you see all those re-deads, and that's absolutely terrifying. But somehow, especially for a game like Majora's Mask of all things, you know, considering the nature of this game, the re-deads are portrayed as being a little more silly. But only when you wear the Gibdo Mask, and you'll definitely see in the next episode, because we're going to go to the next area, and then that's where we'll be seeing those re-deads. And then you'll definitely see what I mean. So, yeah, after you catch the big Poe, then I think that Gibdo in particular will ask for the I think it was a fish, because I know one of the Gibdos will ask for the fish. But we'll just go and continue onwards here. Alright, so, leave me a ghost. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the other Gibdo was asking for the fish. But this guy will ask for the big Poe. So that's the reason why you want to go for the go over that room first, and then get the and get that big Poe. After you defeat him, then that way you'll actually just progress forward. So open the door right here, and then you want to watch out for these spike logs here. Well, at least the one that's in the that goes up and down the horizontal logs, because once it goes right on top of you, you're absolutely crushed, and you'll have to respawn from that room. So you really do want to be careful. As a matter of fact, I think the same applies to these vertical logs, where if you're crushed against them, or crushed against the wall from them, then yeah, then Link will also get crushed there too. All right, I think this might be the last one. This guy will ask for something rich in calcium, so that is obviously milk, because you know, since considering milk actually does contain calcium. So go and get this here. And I think that's the last one that we have to go through for this Gibdo, and then go to the store here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yeah, I was right. I was. So this will be the final room here. So if you actually recognize those sun patterns that you see here, it actually requires a certain shield. If you actually recall back in Ocarina of Time, where we had to use some kind of mirror shield. Well, actually that kind of gave it away. Where the fact that there is a mirror shield in this game that we'll be seeing. So what we need to do first is that we have to light these torches with the fire arrows here, and then by doing so, and then we'll see that there's this chest right here. So going to open this one, and then we'll see what comes inside. So let's open this over here. All right, let's see what it's gonna be. What kind of a mysterious object that we'll be seeing here. We have the mirror shield. Yep, of course it's a mirror shield. It can reflect certain kinds of light. Press R to assume a defensive position. If you press R while Z targeting, you can move while defending yourself. Alright, and so yeah, now we have the mirror shield, and this one absolutely looks creepy, because it actually shows a man screaming. Ugh. And yeah, unfortunately, folks, you'll actually be seeing this for the rest of the game, because the mirror shield is actually a permanent add-on, so that actually replaces Link's regular shield. So you'll be seeing that for the rest of the game, so yeah, best of luck. But yeah, very much the same as the mirror shield did in Ocarina of Time. You can actually, if you go into get exposed to light, you can actually use the light to reflect off from the mirror shield, and then you can actually shine the light over to those sun patterns to unlock something, and to remove that sunblock for those remove the obstacles basically, and then you can progress forward. Speaking of which, we're now in a new area, and I'm gonna go ahead and end off this video here. So. Next time on Let's Play Majora's Mask, we are going to climb the ladder, and then we will see what kind of area we're going to go to, and hopefully we'll reach the castle like we're supposed to. So I will see you guys next time.